So let's dive into one of the most fascinating metaphysical deadlocks you'll ever encounter, a cosmic-level conflict that shapes an entire reality known as the Twofold Atlantis.
This one line, this is it. This is the key to understanding this entire bizarre universe. It sets up a reality that's just locked in this perfect, unbreakable struggle between creation and, well, uncreation. It's a place where every single win is also, at the exact same moment, a loss.
So yeah, welcome to the Twofold Atlantis. The number one rule here is pretty simple. For every action, there's an equal and opposite cosmic reaction. And we're not just talking about physics, this is metaphysics. Any attempt to build something, to create order, is immediately met by an equal and opposite force that is dead set on tearing it all down.
Okay, so to really get a handle on this deadlock, you first have to meet the two main players, the two opposing forces that are locked in this eternal and frankly unwinnable war.
In one corner, you've got the Sovereign, a being named Glaucus. He is all about order. His whole philosophy is absolute idealism, which basically means he sees the universe as this perfect, structured, divine thought that he's trying to make real. And his opponent? The Shadow. It's this necrotic reflection of him that embodies negative idealism. Its philosophy is way simpler. Existence itself is a stain on the perfect nothingness of the void, and its only job is to wipe that stain clean.
Now this table really breaks down how their toolkits match their philosophies. On the left, you see the Sovereign. He's the thesis of this reality, the initial idea. His tools are all about structure, phase shift sorcery, controlling water in its three states, an alliance with Olympus. His goal is tactical dominance. The Shadow, the antithesis, is the perfect counter. It wields this theoretical fourth state of matter, a dark plasma called burning water, which is literally designed to dissolve reality. Its goal isn't to win, it's just to erase. Total, complete erasure.
And that leads us right into the core mechanic of their entire conflict. It's the law that makes sure neither side can ever get the upper hand. It's called elemental transmutation.
Now, the crucial thing to get here is that this isn't just some tendency. It's a fundamental law of this reality, as absolute and inescapable as gravity. What it says is that anytime divine order gets created, an equal force of primordial chaos has to rise up from the void to cancel it out. It's like a cosmic reset button that's just getting slammed over and over again.
And this process plays out in 3 clean steps every single time. First, you have the assertion. Glaucus shoots some order out there, that thrust of lightning. Step 2, the reaction. The void immediately answers back with an equal swallow of darkness. And finally, step 3, the dissolution. The order gets completely neutralized, its very structure just dissolving back into nothing. And this cycle just repeats forever.
This whole endless, soul-crushing cycle? Yeah, it's got a name: hydro-nihilism. It's the state of constant futility, where any act of creation is, at the end of the day, totally meaningless, because it's just doomed to be washed away by the very rules of the universe.
But wait, this central law doesn't exist on its own. It's actually just one piece of a much larger metaphysical puzzle, a complete blueprint for conflict that's built on 3 immutable laws.
So let's look at this blueprint. Together, these 3 laws make sure that the cosmic deadlock stays perfectly balanced and totally eternal.
The first law is reciprocal assertion. You can basically think of it as Newton's third law, but for existence itself. For every yes of creative light that the Sovereign puts out, the universe absolutely has to generate an equal and opposite no from the void. It's all about keeping that perfect balance of power, always.
Now, the second law, final entropy, well, this one's a little darker. It establishes that chaos isn't just an opponent, it's the default state. It's the final destination for everything. The Shadow's burning water is the universal solvent, making sure that all structured reality eventually dissolves back into the deep. In the long run, chaos always gets the final word.
So why? You gotta be asking, why would a system like this even exist? Well, the answer comes from this old philosophical idea, the fictan anstos. The core idea is that for a conscious I, like our Sovereign, to even be aware of itself, it needs a check. It needs an obstacle, something to push against. So in this reality, chaos isn't just the enemy. It's the necessary resistance that lets order even define itself in the first place. The Shadow is actually what makes the Sovereign's existence possible. Wild, right?
But just when you think you've got this perfect duality figured out, the game gets a new player. A total wild card who shows up with a completely different kind of chaos.
So meet the Captain from the Abyss. His brand of chaos is Well, it's parasitic. He's not trying to dissolve reality back into some primordial soup. No, he wants to corrupt it, to dehydrate it. Think of it like turning fresh water into undrinkable salt water. And get this, his target is fascinatingly modern, the digital grid. He wants to use his alchemical tricks to flip its very structure into a state of entropic phase shift, a new kind of chaos for a new kind of order.
When you put all of these pieces together, the two main forces, the three unbreakable laws, and this new wild card, you start to see the outline of something. A great cosmic trap. Which of course brings us to the ultimate question that this whole system is begging us to ask. In a reality that's literally built on a perfect, unbreakable stalemate, is winning even possible?
The answer is a hard no. And the reason why is pretty profound. In this reality, absolute power is a trap.
And here it is, the final beautiful irony of it all. The sovereign's own body is described as a crystalline cellular lattice. You know what that is? It's a biological computer. That means his very act of thinking, of creating, of even existing is what powers the entropic forces trying to erase him. The more order he creates, the more fuel he gives to chaos. He is literally the engine of his own destruction.
And that's where we're left, in this state of beautiful, tragic futility. A reality where divine glory is just perpetually being hunted by absolute nothingness. It's this eternal dance, where the Creator provides the very energy for his own erasure. So you have to wonder, what does it even mean to fight a battle where the act of fighting itself guarantees you can never ever win?